Welcome to another edition of Illuminati News Hour podcast show with your host, Pastor Michael Smith, co-host, Sister Big Bram. If you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Touch that notification bell right there so you'll be notified when we drop some breaking news on you. Hit that like button as you guys come in here. Very important that you guys hit that like button. Have any questions or comments? Put your questions or comments down below. Let's go. Alright. Kevin Hart, the satanic scumbag, jumps on another group of satanic scumbags, which is called the Pivot podcast, which is a bunch of ex-NFL players, satanic scumbags, you know what I'm saying, who got a second chance, got a second chance at life by hosting a so-called podcast called the Vivid Podcast. So we got two satanic scumbags, Kevin Hart and the Vivid Podcast staff. Let's see what they're talking about. Sister Big Rim?
Kevin Hart shames ex-NFLer over nudist comedy hobby with wife. You hear what you're saying? Kevin Hart had a priceless reaction to ex-NFL player Channing Crowder's appreciation for nudist colonies, going full roast master mode and clowning the dude on his own show. The ex-Dolphins...
Kevin Hart, you lied. You lied, Kevin Hart. You lied to the point that, you remember you was on an interview, I believe, maybe it was Vlad, or it was an interview you was on, and they asked you, would you be in a dress? You said no. You told the world that you would never, you know what I'm saying, sell out and wear a dress. Sister Big Brim, is that not right? Didn't he not tell the world that he would not be in a dress?
That's absolutely right. He said that.
Absolutely right. Tell us why a week later you on Saturday Night Live in a dress. Not only was you in a dress, it looked like you was in the same dress Kid Cudi had on. So before you clown some other satanic scumbags about being on a nudist camp, you need to ask the world or explain to the world why you lied to the world. Oh, I would never be in a dress, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's not me. I'm a comedian. I'm a non-funny punchline comedian that, you know what I'm saying, just happened to made it. Yeah. We know, Kevin Hart. We know what you do in those mansion parties. You don't need to be on no damn nudist beach because you already nude in the mansion parties. You know what I'm saying? All you have is a bow tie on. You know what I'm saying? And the other actors be like, waiter, over here, waiter. And your little short ass going over there, giving them yourself. That's what happens. That's what you do. Anyway, go ahead.
The ex-Dolphins linebacker opened up on his The Pivot podcast about how he and his wife of 11 years, Aja, likes to take annual exhibitionist trips, saying, once a year we go to the nudist colony.
Now, Sister Big Brother, you know that's abomination? That goes totally against our law in the book of Leviticus. Totally against our law. You know what I'm saying? What goes on, what, you know what I'm saying, your woman's nakedness is your nakedness. Your nakedness is your woman's nakedness. So when you show your nakedness to somebody else, it's like you exposing your woman's nakedness. If your woman's exposed her nakedness to somebody else, it's just like she's exposing your nakedness. You know what I'm saying? It's an abomination. It's not supposed to be done. But we are in Babylon, and these are the Babylon ways that they do. But it's against our law. That's why they're talking about it. That's why the ex-NFL players said that, oh, me and my wife go to these nudist camps every year. I bet that's not the only thing you and your wife go to every year. Y'all go to nudist camps. Y'all go to swingers parties. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, you can have my wife. Just give me yours. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, you can have my wife. Just give me your husband. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they swing. That's all they go. Swing around the rosy, pocket full of toesy, ashes. They all fall down. Anyway, go ahead.
Once a year, we go to the nudist colony. We go to a place where like you walk in and everybody just gets naked and walks around. Hart, who was a guest on the podcast, looked at Cece in complete disbelief and asked, "You hear what you're saying out loud, brother?"
You hear that? You heard what Kevin Hart said. He said, "You hear what you're saying out loud, brother. We don't say these things out loud, brother. We keep these things in secret." That's what Kevin Hart is trying to say. Brother, do you hear what you're saying? It's not time to come out the closet yet. Do you see me coming out the closet? Yes, I know I was in a dress, but do you see me fully coming out the closet? It's not time yet. That's what Kevin Hart's trying to symbolically tell these ex-NFL players. But go ahead.
Y'all just hang out, or y'all fucking these people. Crowder admits there are some swingers around when they take their trips, but explains they don't participate. They just like being around naked people together. When Channing Crowder asks Hart if he's into that kind of stuff, he shuts down the idea. To be honest with you, I have no desire to be around a bunch of people I don't know just sitting there naked, Hart said. Hart then ends the funny combo with a joke, saying, "I'm willing to bet a good number it ain't a lot of put-together people going through this little stage. Hey, no shaming nudists over here, to each their own, but clearly we aren't going to see Kev in the buff anytime soon."
Kevin Hart, not only was you lied to the people when you said that you would never be in a dress, and then just a week later you on national TV laughing and joking in a dress. Not only did you do that, but when you was in a car accident, that was your transition to be gay. Yeah. See, that car accident was a ritual, people. That's why they made sure it was a 1970s barracuda. Barracuda is a fish. 70 is completion. It's perfection. It's overturning. So him driving in that car accident in that 17 Barracuda, that's him coming out of the old and into the new. It's kind of like when Beyonce was on stage and she was in a car that blew up. So Beyonce went from Beyonce to Sasha Fierce, Beyonce and Destiny's Child to just be. That was her transition when she did that. It's the same thing with, you know what I'm saying, Michael Jackson's Pepsi commercial. When he got burnt up, that was his transition. Kevin Hart knows his transition. You in a car. You was in a 1970 Barracuda, and we know a fish represents duality because the Pope got two damn fish on his hat. It's called Dagon. Dagon. D-A-G-O-N. Dagon. It's a Pacific type of fish god, which happens to be homosexuality. The same fish that the Pope have on his hat. It's called Dagon. That is what the ritual that Kevin Hart went through in his car accident. He transitioned to be gay. So stop it. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? You were lying on this Pivot podcast the same way you lied in that interview and you said that you would never be in a dress. We caught you in a dress. Explain to us that one. Go ahead.
That's the end of the article.
Okay. That's the end of that. What'd you think about that, Sister Big Brim?
I think Kevin Hart was full of crap.
Yeah, Kevin Hart is full of crap. I tell you what, he don't have to worry about, you know what I'm saying, getting on a high chair or on a step ladder. You know what I'm saying? When he wants to, you know what I'm saying, give head, he just got, all he have to do is just stand there. Because he's the right height. He's the right height. All right. There you have it. I want to thank you all for tuning in and logging on to another episode of Illuminati News Hour, right here, Illuminati Radio Podcast Show, with your host, Pastor Michael Smith, and co-host, Sister Big Brett. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, and there's a bell right there by the subscribe button. Touch on that so you can be notified. Hit that like button as you guys come in here. If you have any questions or comments, put your question or comments down below in the comment section. Also, don't forget, every night at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we got our live Bible study classes. You do not want to miss out on the live Bible study classes every night at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go to Facebook, type in 90.1 Israelite Radio. That's 90.1 Israelite Radio. Hit that follow button, turn on your notification bells, and you can tune in to the Bible study class as well.